Hello, this is Heisenberg, here to review the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman action figure from toy maker NECA. And we've got an exclusive comparison to the toner doll and the JAKKS Pacific doll. At least no one's compared it to the toner doll yet, because it's very rare, so stay tuned for that. And here is the NECA figure, and it's a lot of fun to play with, lots of articulation, though you do need a stand to so it stays upright. Does not come with a stand, but comes with lots of articulation. So, for example, you can pose it with her sword and her shield, and lots of poses. These are just a few of the possibilities. Oh yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play with. Lots of posing, and also you can pose the lasso. Her golden lasso is has a wire, so you can pose that too, and it'll hold the pose. Yeah, very fun. Oh yeah, neat. And that's the belt. That's the belt that she normally wears. You can take that off. So that's the belt off. And it comes with several different hands. These are the closed fists. Closed fist here, so you can also make this iconic pose. Yeah. Oh yeah. So lots you can do here. So yeah, so let's zoom in on the details. Yeah, here's her face and head there. There's the hair. So some facts about this. As I said, it's 18 inches tall. It's a 1/4 scale, 1/4 scale action figure, based on the 2017 Wonder Woman movie starring Gal Gadot, and has 30 points of articulation, and we'll see that more. Comes with a sword, a shield, a lasso, and 3 different sets of hands. Sells for about $110. And so we're looking at the details here. Looking very detailed. Yeah, there's the belt where you can put her lasso there on her hip. And then here's her shoes, and the top buckles come unbuckled, so you got to sort of like button those. To do that, I actually warmed it up with a hairdryer first to make it easier to do, and I recommend that for the articulation too. But first, let's do more zooming in. Yeah, so I'd say it's not a exact likeness to Gal Gadot, but especially from the left profile. The left profile looks very close. So this is more like a comic book version of her. And oh yeah, great looking costume here. Zoom in on some of the details. And yeah, here's the 2 buttons. So this you can unbutton this little strap, so you can put her lasso in that, and then button it back up again. Yeah. But yeah, lots of details. And then so yeah, here from this side she looks I think the most like Gal Gadot. But yeah, it sort of looks like a comic book version of her, rather than sort of like a exact lifelike likeness. Yeah, and good looking boots there. And here's another angle. Yeah, good looking costume, nice skin tone. Yeah, like the boots. Oh yeah, so let's get to the articulation. So yeah, you can move her neck around. Not a lot because of the hair. I think limits the motion a bit. And lots of articulation in the arms and hands here. So as we can see, so there's that was the shoulder, then the bicep, then also the forearm and the wrist, and it's sort of the hands are kind of ball joints, so lots of motion at the wrist there. And then also you can move the shoulder forward and back, in addition to out, as we saw. And then double jointed elbows. Now the elbows on mine are pretty stiff. NECA figures do tend to. Oh yeah, look at that, it's stiff. Ooh, can I do it? There it goes. So yeah, I warmed it up with a hairdryer. And then very limited motion at the waist there. But yeah, I recommend that. It's like get a hairdryer out and sort of like warm up the joints before you try to move them for the first time. And then and so she can she probably might be able to do the splits. This is as far apart as I tried moving the legs. And then also it can moves at the hips forward, not quite 90 degrees, but move forward, and then you can move it back 90 degrees, a little bit more. Come on, there we go. And then also double jointed knees there, again stiff knees. Look at that, I'm trying. There it goes. Stiff knees. And then the ankles are less stiff. I actually wish the ankles were a little more stiff to help hold, keep her upright. So she can stand upright on her own, but I think it's much safer to have give her a stand. And here's the shield. Good looking shield. Yeah, plastic. It's a plastic shield, but it doesn't look plastic. And she can hold it. And then here's the sword. Again, plastic sword. Very good looking sword. And then here's the lasso. And like I said, there's a wire inside, so it can hold its. You can pose the lasso, and it'll hold its shape. And she's got hands to hold it. So let's zoom in now on the shield. Yeah, I really like how they've done this. Though this isn't my favorite shield of hers. She uses different shields in different movies, and that's not my favorite design. I really like this sword though. Yeah, I like how this. Yeah, look at the detail. Look at the detail on the sword. Yeah, that's very cool. Let's look at more detail on the sword. That's a good looking sword. And then here's the lasso. So yeah, it does look like rope. Yeah. And then then again here's the hand that can hold the sword, and then here's the closed fist hand. And then we'll also look, and then there's another hand that can hold the lasso. We're about to see. There's the hand that can hold the lasso. And yeah, easy to get the one hand off, another hand on, and then to get the you can do this iconic pose. And then that's the 6-inch, the 12-inch, and the 19-inch, and then here's the NECA for size comparison. And yeah, again, this is the JAKKS Pacific 19-inch, like big fig, which sold for about $20. That's the Batman versus Superman version. Yeah, that sold for about $20. That just has 7 points of articulation. So that's a very basic, cheap, simple figure. But for its price, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, so I said like this NECA is $110. And here's the toner doll, actually pronounced Tonner. The Tonner doll on the left, neck in the middle, and JAKKS Pacific on the right. And so the Tonner doll is 16 inches. That's a limited edition. Not many of those around, but here we are. We're at the Boston Toy Club meeting. So we're able to gather all these together. My thanks to the Boston Toy Club for making this possible. And yeah, you can see the Tonner doll really does kind of look like a doll. It looks sort of in the tradition of a Barbie doll. So it's much more sort of like much more kind of like a pretty figure, almost like a beauty pageant member. Whereas the NECA is more like an athletic. It looks more like an athletic Amazon. So yeah, again, it's nice to have different styles here to choose from. So yeah, again, here's comparing some of the details. And the Tonner doll is much more expensive. Like just the basic figure's a little over $200, and then if you get it with the sword and the shield, it's over $300. So yeah, again, the Tonner's a very pretty doll. I think with all these, it's not an exact resemblance to Gal Gadot. They're all kind of like different versions. So like the Tonner is like a doll version of Gal Gadot. And yeah, this NECA is kind of like a comic book version, and then the JAKKS Pacific is just kind of like the $20 version. So okay, there they are. Yeah, so you can see there. And then here's the shield. So the left is the Tonner shield. That's actually made of metal, and on the right is the NECA shield, which is made of plastic. Again, on the bottom is the Tonner shield. Top is the NECA shield. So again, the Tonner doll is slightly smaller. She's 16 inches rather than 18 inches. So her shield and her sword are a little smaller. But the Tonner shield is really cool. And then here's the box. Good looking box. A lot of good pictures of the toy on the box. So yeah, here's a few still pictures here. So yeah, so you get a lot. So this is sort of like an action figure. This is good to play with. It's again, a lot of articulation, a lot of accessories to play with. So if you like to play with action figures and you like Wonder Woman, I think this is the figure to get. Like I said, $110, 18 inches tall, lot of toy here, a lot to like. And NECA's usual great quality here. All right, and we're still looking at the box. So this is Heisenberg. Hoping you enjoy your NECA Wonder Woman action figure.